Avowed really is the new Concord, everybody. It is a game that is going to push the wokest of agendas, and this art director who is involved in the game has just been going and losing his mind on social media. This is something that we are covering very heavily on Fandom Pulse, my friends, and we're going to get into this whole situation right here. This is a game to avoid next year. This will be fun to watch it fail because, again, they did the same thing where they're attacking their own customers, attacking gamers. You're just a crusty white dude, in their opinion, and he doesn't want you as a customer. Well, I do want you as a subscriber. I think you're great. I appreciate all of you for being here. We're getting close to 50,000 subscribers on the channel, which is all because of gamers like you. So smash that like and subscribe button. Join us here. I'm John Delarose. I am one of the two people who own Fandom Pulse here. John Trent is the other one, and John Trent wrote this article. John Trent is the guy who writes all the articles that all the big YouTube channels read. Endymion, Asmongold, Yellow Flash, The Quartering. He used to be the editor-in-chief at Bounding Into Comics. Bounding Into Comics then decided to censor his work, and so he left. And we are doing this on Substack, where it's all free speech. And so we don't rely on Google advertising. All we do is rely on gamers like you and subscriptions. So it's only $5 a month. So it's like one Starbucks cup of coffee. And you support our journalism. We support John Trent full-time. Come on to the Substack. I'll put this in the description below and join us. Like I said, not very much at all. And we've had a wonderful first month of John Trent up here. Our views are going through the roof. People have found us all over the web, and thank you so much for the tremendous support so far. But we do need more to keep this sustainable and to keep this a free space where we don't have to have advertisers, don't have to rely on Google, because they do try to shut down the truth, and we don't want to censor ourselves, my friends. Thank you for being there. So the Avowed art director wants to remove too many crusty white dudes in the video game industry, and this is after a lot of other comments got seen about this video game that are very, very troubling and a bad sign for the game. We know exactly what happens when these type of people get involved. He's an art director for Xbox and Obsidian Entertainment's upcoming first-person fantasy RPG, Avowed. And he, of course, wants to remove those white dudes from the video game industry. So he has a deleted X account, because this is what you do when you're a woke activist in the industry these days. You delete your X account and move over to Blue Sky, right? Into your little echo chamber, away from gamers, away from your customers. That's number one. This is the whole attitude that all of these people have, the woke people that are in these entertainment industries. They think that you are somebody who is just to be just denigrated. You're below them. They're on the pedestal. They're entitled. You're going to buy it anyway. They treat you like pay pigs. It's really, really sick, and this is why we call it out. It's anti-consumer, anti-gamer, and, that's why our wallets are closed to these things. That's why what we're seeing in 2024 is just a destruction of all these woke games. We saw Conquer die. It was a costly mistake for Sony. We saw Dustborn just die. We saw Dragon Age die. We saw Star Wars Outlaws die. We saw Suicide Squad kill the Justice League die. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, between all of them, billions of dollars, have been just blown by these giant corporations to try to virtue signal to nobody, to the people like Matt here, who aren't buying the games. They're the ones just working on it and getting paid by these corporations. So when he originally started out there, he was attacking a lot of different gamers out there. And we'll get into that if you haven't seen it before. It's crazy. A lot has developed over the last 24 hours. Of course, he's from sunny California, where I'm at here, guys. I'm in the belly of the beast. And you can see him, immediately red flags on his profile here. And so's that beard. Big red flag. Shave that off, Matt. Anyway, reminder to the black artists out there who are looking for portfolio reviews or job advice. My DMs are open, and you will always have my priority. Wow. So pretty racist right there. I mean, if you're black, you get his DMs. If you're not, you don't. The worship of black people is very weird by these people, but this is what they do. They literally worship black people. And it's very insane. We got too many crusty white dudes in this field. Please let me help you replace me one day. I want to go back to living in the woods. So they hate white people so much that they want to be replaced themselves. It's like a weird self-flagellation process where they're like trying to atone for something. It's a creepy religion. And I know I do have a lot of black viewers. If you are one of those, in the description below, do you like this? Or does it, I mean, if it was me as a Hispanic guy and he said this, I'd be like, this is gross. Like, I want to be away from this guy because he's creepy. That'd be my thought. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that, because I'd be interested. I mean, does anybody actually like this? Does anybody actually want this, like, for real, from anybody? I don't think so. I think these woke people are insane, and their obsession with race here, their obsession with racism, shows that in their minds they're really that racist. Because if you're not racist, do you have anything to atone for? Do you have to be replaced? Probably not, right? But that's who these people are. Deep down, they're projecting. The woke always project onto everybody else, and that's who this Matt guy is, who is, of course, running these games at this point. Now, he's done a lot more on this front. Now, he attacked Elon Musk, which got him into the news yesterday. This is on his blue sky, where he's at now, running away from gamers, running away from real people, so he can be in the echo chamber. And Elon Musk said having pronouns in a fantasy video game is utterly unacceptable. That got a lot of attention out there, and it is true, and I love it. And Grum said, I'm drawing a line. I'm rejecting any game that has pronouns in it. I got a pretty viral response to that on the Grums feed. I posted, "The line must be drawn here, this far and no further," from the First Contact game. I'm a big Star Trek fan. And yes, this went viral. And of course, this guy blasted it. So pronouns are somehow a good thing. Nobody wants this crap. This is why you lost the election, Matt Hansen, by the way. He said, I wanted so badly to make him mad with my game. He wanted to make him mad with the game. I cannot believe it actually happened. Just wait until you see the default, you sad little shit. Look at how angry they are, how bitter they are. They always tell us we're hateful and all that. You could feel the hate and seething off of Matt Hansen when Elon just goes, I don't want pronouns in a video game. Pretty simple. It's a consumer statement. It's not personal, but these people personally hate us as gamers. They just revile us. It really is a thing, and you got to not give money to people who hate you. I know you're probably not going to buy this game at this juncture because of all this, but insane response here as he's doubling down, trying to push this even further. Now, this guy is really, really sick, and he's attacked Elon before. This came from his from Blue Sky also. And so Elon said it should not be acceptable for any company in the gaming industry to be racist and sexist against white guys. And of course, we just showed that Matt Hansen's very racist and sexist against the white guys. Look at how these people talk, too. They're creepy. Oh, Elon, you sweet summer child. This will only embolden me, you sad sack of shit. Gosh, really, really creative guy there, this art director. He's got like the same 5 words he uses over and over again. And I noticed that like these people always they love calling people child. There's a guy in science fiction named Patrick S. Tomlinson, and look him up. He's a piece of work who's just batshit insane. And he actually lost a lawsuit suing a forum for mocking him on the internet. I'm dead serious. And spent like hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to take down a forum, and just because he didn't like the way they were responding to him and laughing at him. And he calls everybody child. There's this whole thing where he just goes off. This is a tangent from me, sorry. and somebody fakes an interview like from a newspaper with him, and acting like they're on his side. And then it gets revealed that the guy's not really from a newspaper. He's just trolling him. And he just calls him child over and over. And these people are like none of them have children of their own, but they're very obsessed with children in a very weird way. And that seems to be what a lot of this is about. He doesn't want the old crusty white guys in the industry. Oh boy. But this is who this guy is. This is what Avowed is going to be. This is who Xbox is hiring to run their RPGs, run their fantasy RPGs, and try to give you what's going on. This is going to be even worse than Dragon Age, obviously. Dragon Age being so bad as it is. If you've played through any of that narrative right now, you know that there's a ton of pronouns. There's a ton of symbolism. All the bad guys are white. All the good guys are diverse and inclusive. You run into trouble if you don't respect pronouns. And of course, in the character generator, we saw the first crazy thing in a AAA game of these people putting top surgery scars into the game itself. This is what we can expect from this fantasy game coming up. I bet you it's going to be even worse. I mean, he even brags about it, saying that it's going to piss Elon off. So, yikes. Avoid this. Avoid Xbox, my friends. We are going to change the culture. This is the year that woke died, and it's going to get even crazier. So, don't buy these games. Flatten the curve. Play your older games, my friends, and stay having fun. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to sign up for my Fandom Pulse Substack. This is where the news is at, guys. Of course, there's free subscriptions. I'd say like most of our articles are free, but we do paywall some. And we really, really need your support to do this full time. No advertising. It's all gamers like you. Only $5 a month. Grab that in the description below. And thank you guys so much for the tremendous support so far. We are just getting started, and we're just getting winning.